Hey guys, just getting set up for our live class today. I need to make just a couple adjustments as usual to my camera angle. And then maybe to this guy. Hey, welcome. You're gonna need some equipment today. I'm gonna be up in your face again for just a second, sorry guys. You need lots of weights. So today is leg day, it's a heavy leg day. So I want you to get several different sizes of weights, all on the heavy end. All right, we're gonna push ourselves with what we're lifting today. Why can I not get this angled correctly? So I am going really heavy today for me. The top end of the dumbbells I'm gonna be working with are 30-pound dumbbells, and then I threw in a set of 25s, and then I've got a set of 15s. So I want you to have something that would be really heavy for you, and then kind of have a few other options, something that's more middle of the road if you've got it. And then on top of that, you need a set of tiny, small 5-pound dumbbells, all right? So you're going real heavy, and then grab a set of 5s, and then some loop bands today as well. So we're gonna use our loop bands in 2 different ways. If you don't have enough loop bands for this setup yet, don't worry about it. But if you only have one loop band will work. If you have more than one, combine together like this, all right? So I'm gonna give you guys just a second. I'm gonna get a drink of water so I can talk through this. And I'll give you guys a chance to start getting your weights gathered up for class. So get them all right there by you. Make sure you've got a light set, 5s, something small, and then real heavy. Give yourself a few options and get your loop bands ready to go. There's my water. I knew it was out here somewhere. All right. If you are with me live today, let me know. Go ahead and say hello. I'm gonna come right up in your face one more time, tilt my camera just slightly upward, and then we're gonna get started. I want you to brace yourself. I know, I'm gonna be right up in your face. Courtney, good morning. Good morning. All right, I think you'll be able to see the top of my head at least now, right? Okay, we're gonna get started. So, where do we want to start? Let's go with middle of the road weights. So, let's see, what have I got? Now, this is lower body, so middle of the road is still fairly heavy, you know. I'm going to start out with 15s. This is not my max. We're going to do you know, doable to start out with. Don't hurt yourself. You can even start out with no weight if you're feeling really, really tight, all right? We are going to do a one-legged deadlift and go right into a side lunge. So your right leg is gonna do the one-legged deadlift. We're gonna take it slow at first. So both weights are forward. All of your weights in that right leg, just kind of come up on that left toe to get your weight out of that left leg, shoulders back, chest out. Give me that one-legged deadlift first, okay? And then we're gonna put this weight on our hip, let this weight hang down, and we're gonna fall right into a side lunge, okay? Take your time. It flows pretty easily once you get going, but I wanna get those muscle warm. Deadlift, side lunge, all right? Compound movement here. Take enough time that you can get into each of those different positions. Each of those different lifts are important. Don't get sloppy, all right? Deadlift, side lunge, one-legged deadlift, and then we're gonna do the side lunge. All right, we're gonna do 10. Baby that back, get your chest out, lift with your hamstring, not your low back. 9. 8. We're getting there. 5 more. We're gonna be good and warm, right? 3. 2. Last one. 1. And now we're just gonna stick with that one-legged deadlift for 10 right here. 10, you guys have done this with me a lot. This is one of my favorite versions of a stiff-legged deadlift. Awesome for hamstrings. We're gonna get lots of hamstring work in today, along with everything else. Let's go with 5, 4, 3, last one, and 1. All right, I want you to set your weights down just for a second because I want to give that low back a chance to kind of stand up straight and rest. We're gonna do that same thing to the other side, okay? I'm gonna keep the same weights that I've got. This should not be your max at this point, but you should be feeling that hamstring, getting a little burny by the end. You know, make sure you got enough weight that your muscles are working, but we're not maxing out yet. Just still getting moving. All right, other side. I'm gonna come over here so I have a little space. Other leg. So all of your weight goes in that left leg, right leg, weight's out of that right leg. You know what we're doing, so we're gonna go right into it. Ready? Here we go. You've got your one-legged deadlift, side lunge. I had to think about where my weights go for a second. Deadlift, lunge. Whenever I teach class, and I have to listen to my own voice for so long, I think, I really hope that all those poor people at home doing this workout have music that they can turn up. So I hope you've got some good music so you do not just have to listen to me ramble on. Crank that music up. Side lunge. All right, we've done a few already, so I'm gonna start counting here with 8. Ready? 8. Take your time. We don't need to speed through this. 7. 5 more. 5. Push. Be aware of that lower back. It's one of the reasons I don't want you to get sloppy with these compound movements. You want to lift with your hamstring, not your lower back. 3 more. 3. 2. And 1. Now just the deadlift. Just that deadlift. One-legged deadlift. All right. 8 more. 8. And 7. 5. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right. Put those weights aside just for a second. Again, this is heavy leg day, so we'll take little breaks in between some of our lifts. We're gonna do lunges. What? Walking lunges. I want you to keep with your lighter weight for this first set, all right? Keep with your lighter weight. When I say that, if you feel like what you were doing with that first move was way too light, If you're like, I could have done a million more of those, I wasn't even feeling it. You can go up in weight with your walking lunges. Walking lunges, we're just gonna start out just kind of traditional walking lunges. I'm gonna cover the area just in front of me here that you can still see me. Feel free at home, if you have more space, walk around farther. We're just gonna do as many as I decide to do, so just end when I tell you to stop, all right? You like that answer? Here we go. That's such a mom answer, right? You're gonna do as many as I say. Just still working those muscles, but I don't want you going at your absolute maximum weight yet. We are getting everything good and warm. Forgive me if I go out of frame just a bit. Try to keep it in. You just keep going, even if you have a small space, just go over and back, right? Over and back, just keep going. Keep it going. All right. Up the ante on our walking lunge for 2 more over and back. So I want you to raise your knee if you're able. So you're gonna lunge, knee up. If you can't get your balance, then don't do the knee up. It's all right. One more over and back for me. One more. Give me that knee up if you can. We gotta make it back, right? I said over and back. You got this, keep going. Give me 3, 2, last one right here, and 1. Let me come back in frame, nice job. All right, deadlifts, just traditional because I want you to go heavy. So here's where we're gonna start to push ourselves in weight. You're at home, I'm here. So I do need you to be real conscious and aware of how you're feeling today. I would rather have you go lighter than get hurt, obviously, right? But if you're feeling good, push that weight. I'm gonna do a 30-pound set of dumbbells. We're just gonna do low repetitions, heavy weight, 10 deadlifts, stiff-legged deadlifts. With the heaviest weight you think you can manage for that, all right? So, I've got my 30s. This would be my max right now. I'm gonna do a little slight bend in my knee, okay? Don't hurt your knees, especially when you're pushing this heavy weight, so don't lock them out. Shoulders back, here we go. Weights in those heels and hamstrings. Up, I'm gonna keep my weights in front of me. I've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. We're gonna do a little drop set with a twist. So, get rid of your max. I think I was gonna have you lift these guys today, did you? No, they are so you can raise your toes. So get your light weights, put them in front of you, and then, if what we just did was your true max, step down for this set. We're gonna do a few more repetitions. That was my true max. I couldn't have done more than 10. So I'm gonna bump down, not much, 25s. I'm still pushing myself on my weight. If you did not feel like that was your max, you can hold on to the same weight you just were using. Okay. I want you guys to know this stuff so you can work out on your own too. You can be conscious of what you're doing, listening to your own body, and getting results. Don't be afraid to move your weights farther apart if you feel like you need to. Angle them out, whatever. You ready? Here we go. I'm gonna keep my weights right out in front for this one. Still a real heavy weight for me. So we're gonna do 12 from here. 12. 11. Some of my favorite versions of a deadlift today. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, we're gonna put these guys down. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna go back to walking lunges. It's gonna be a one-leg walking lunge, max out. It's a lot, it's a mouthful, right? So, not yet, I wanna show you where we're at. You're gonna get the heaviest weight you think you can manage. We're gonna do 10 walking lunges. You're gonna do it with the same leg. So you're gonna lunge, come together. Lunge, come together. Same leg, 10 of them. So go real heavy. Oh, I'm gonna try my 30s. It's gonna be a push for me, but I'm gonna try it. All right. Woo-hoo-hoo. I gotta get all psyched up. I'm gonna start like yelling. Okay. Now, use the space that you have. I'm gonna start with my right. Ready? Let's do it. 1. Same leg. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. You have one more. 10. Set them down. Careful. I'm gonna break my phone throwing those things down. Okay, catch your breath. Give your grip a rest. I'm not gonna mess around in this set with something in between because I'm expecting you to go so heavy that you can barely do the 10. So you need this rest. Rest your hands, and then we're gonna do the other side. I think I'll start from this end just to mix things up, all right? Not yet, get a drink if you need it. Don't you worry, we're going heavy, we'll get it all in. Take the rest. Okay, other side. Grab those weights. If you are not at your max, then do your lunges longer than me. Do more sets. Get ready, we're doing the other leg. 10. Ready and go. 10, same leg. 9. 8. 7. 6. Keep going. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. And 1. Bring them back. Bring them back, bring them back. Set them down. Great job. Okay, so we can stand upright. So we're not holding heavy weight for a second. We're gonna do one set of penguin walks. So grab your loop band. You know, I like to have my blue one. And we're gonna bring it around our ankles, okay? You guys have done this, here we go, push. So, you're still working. Your glutes, hamstrings, outer thighs, everything's working. I love this move. But I also love it to throw in between really, really heavy lifts because it allows you to still work, catch your breath, let your hands rest, all that good stuff, right? Keep your toes facing straight ahead. Breathe, let that grip rest. That was so terrible. I'm so glad it's over and we did it. That was my true max for 10. Oh my gosh. I think that's more weight than I've done in a walking lunge like ever. So, woo, yay! Keep pushing out. We're gonna do this to failure, so higher repetitions, basically, is all I'm saying. So let's go 15-ish more. It looks something like this count. 15, 14, and 13, just like that. 7, 4, and 1. Beautiful job. Okay, the reason I wanted you to let your grip rest is because we're gonna go back to deadlifts. We're gonna max out, and then we're gonna take a step down and raise our heels. So similar to what we did earlier, only now we're raising our heels, not our toes on the second set. Go as heavy as you can go for 10, and then step it down for the raised heels. Okay? All right, here we go. Traditional stiff-legged deadlift, little bend in those knees. If you're pushing real heavy weight, don't lock them out. Let's go, down. Ten. 8. 6. 4. 3. Oh, 2. Last one. And 1. Careful. Bend down with your legs, not your back. Okay, again, heavy, heavy weight. Let that grip rest. Grab your light weights. Set them up, test them out before you pick up your weight. Meaning, put your heels on and then see if they're far enough apart, if your feet are angled in a way that works for you to do a deadlift, okay? All right, now that was my true max. I couldn't have done more than 10, so I'm stepping down to 25s. You gotta figure out if you were at your true max or not, and decide accordingly what you're gonna choose for the second set, all right? So I got 25s. Here we go. Heels up here when you do your deadlift, all right? Ready, let's go. Keeping those weights out front, on the front of your thighs at the top of this move, which means right there. Here we go for 12. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 3, 2, last one. And 1. All right, I'm gonna set these guys down over here. Get rid of our small weights, and then throw in another set of our penguin walks. I'm gonna stick with the same band. I was feeling it good with this one. If you guys bought the bag, let's get started. Here we go. You know the drill. If you guys bought the bag of bands that I use, then I know you've got lots of different strengths. So just like weights, choose what's working for you. If you need heavier or lighter, and you know this, sometimes a heavier band is not better. Sometimes it is, but feel it out, kind of learn the moves. I try to cue you on that, but sometimes it's better to have less, more range of motion in specific moves, and sometimes it's not. This one, I like somewhere in the middle. So I don't want to have my band so tight that I can't even press out, but I don't want it so light that my legs are like, woo, right? So I either do the blue band or the black band for this normally, and the blue band is doing the trick today. All right, we're gonna do a few more. We wanna burn those cheeks and outer thighs out, and we wanna give our grip a chance to rest, because I'm gonna have you picking up that heavy weight again. So let's go with 15 right here. 15. Really push out hard. 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Okay, get rid of that band. Now, we're gonna do one more set of walking lunges. And you know, I gotta give you the big explanation again. Okay, I'm taking a step down to 25s. 30 was my true max. It was a struggle to do the 10 with the 30. I could not have done more than that. I was lucky to get 10. So if that's how you felt on the last one-legged lunge, then you need to step down and wait. If you felt like you could do more, keep your weight, okay? I'm gonna start with the other leg. We're gonna do the exact same thing. We're just taking a little tick down in weight. So I'm gonna start with the leg I ended with. We're doing the one-legged lunge. It's my left. I don't know which one you guys did, if you mirrored me or not. What am I doing? There's a 30 and a 25, which is not what I want. 25 and 25. This is still gonna be a major push for me. Those 30s, that was a step up than what I normally do. So I did it, but I still want you to have a weight that's real heavy, even if you step down in weight. All right, 10, same leg. Ready, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Okay, nothing in between, just a rest. Get a drink, shake your hands out. I'm not sure the 25s felt any lighter than the 30s. Oh my gosh. All right. They're shutting my power off. They're supposed to be here just after 8. We're putting, anyways, more power at our house. I'm hoping they're late because I am already so sweaty on this strength day that I need to shower. And our pump will be shut off. So I'm gonna have to go all day, all sweaty, which won't be the end of the world, but you know. Heavy weight, heart rate's high. Let's do this. All right, you have 10, kind of do your own thing. You just need to get 10 in. This should still feel pretty much like a max because it's our second set. All right, same leg lunges. We're doing the opposite leg now. On your mark, get set. Great. Lunge. 10. Same leg. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. And 1. Set them down. Nice work, guys. Oh, heavy leg day. It's a kicker, right? Checking our time. Okay. We've got enough time. I'm gonna throw in one more set of penguin walks. Kind of give us a chance to breathe, so let's get set up for that. And then I have a really cool variation on a one-legged deadlift that we're gonna throw in here, all right? All right, get going. Get going while we're chatting it up. Big deep breaths. This is your chance to catch your breath. Let your hands rest, let your grip rest. Stand up straight, but you still need to be working. And we've done 2 sets already. This is the 3rd. So you should know by now, if you need a heavier loop band, you can double up. If you don't have heavy enough loop bands, you can just stack them. If you need to push wider, harder, you need to get yourself to failure. We're doing lots of reps, so we get there. I'm gonna catch my breath. Big deep breaths. These heavy strength days are so good and so important and so challenging, right? Ugh. The older I get to, joint health, you know, you start to have like achy joints or random pains where things get hurt that you're like, how did I hurt myself? I want the least amount of that as possible. So strength training is so important. Helps with bone density, balance, joint health, and you never worry about that. And then there comes a day where you're like, I don't want to be hurt all the time. I don't want to have an aching back all the time. I don't want to have sore knees all the time. This kind of stuff, obviously, careful, don't hurt yourself. And there might be times that you need to take it a step down in weight, and that is cool too. Just keep showing up, all right? But when you're feeling good, when you're feeling like you can go heavy, do it. 8 more, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've done this one-legged deadlift with the toe raised. I want you to max out on this one. We're only gonna do 10. My 30s are too much for one leg, for me, but I think I can do 25s. We're doing low repetitions, and let's start with your right leg. Your right leg, toe is gonna be elevated. We already did a one-legged deadlift. Remember, you just come up on that toe, get your weight out. Watch your balance. This leg, you just need to get your weight out of this leg. So you can kind of have it however you want, but I just want your weight in the elevated toe leg, all right? Pick up your dumbbells, whatever you're choosing to push yourself with today. Raise that toe. Now, when you raise your toe, it's gonna feel like you should put your weight in this other leg. Don't. Keep your weight in the leg that has the raised toe. That's the one we're working, all right? You ready? Here we go. Oh yeah, that's it. Here, we'll do 10. 9, take your time, feel that stretch in your hamstring. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, Last one. And 1. Set that heavy weight down, not too far away. Stand up straight, stretch out that hand. We're just gonna go right on over to the other side. Don't be afraid to switch weight if you feel like you need to. On this side, you can go up or down, or you can stay with the same. Okay, I think I'm gonna try those 25s on this other leg too. Here we go. Get set up. Make sure your weight is in the elevated toes leg. Let's do it. Down and up. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, last one, and 1. All right, I'm gonna carefully set this down away from my phone. And then our final, I know, you guys are gonna come through the screen and strangle me. We're gonna do one final set of walking lunges, but here's the deal. I want you to go down in weight. We're gonna do a traditional walking lunge, so kind of where we started in weight for most of you. I'm going back to my 15s. We're gonna do just a regular walking lunge, but I want you to try to do that knee raise. We're doing higher repetitions, lower weight. Figure out where you need to be for this. All right, here we go. I'm doing my 15s. I'm gonna start on this end just for fun. Mix things up. I started on the other end the first time. Regular walking lunges with the raised knee. On your mark, get set, and let's go. Lunge, knee up. Keep that chest out, upper body upright, so the pressure is out of that low back. Lunge, stand up through your heel. Few more repetitions here, because we got the lighter weight. Hang in there. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Oh, my legs are fried. I'm gonna fall over. Keep going, keep going. If it gets to be too much, set your weights down. Do your walking lunges without weight, but finish here with me. We're almost to our start position. We're gonna do one more down and back from here. One more down and back. Keep going. We gotta make it back. Just back to this other end. I'll count you out at the end here. 3 more, just singles. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. I was clear over there. Clear out of frame. Promise I won't make you do any more walking lunges today. That was a lot, right? Back in the day, when I taught live classes, we used to do them around our swimming pool, and it would just be like laps and laps of walking lunges. Kind of like today. All right, let's take it down to our mat. You're not gonna need any of your weights down here, but you will need your loop bands. So you can set the weights aside a bit. Now, I told you to set up a loop band set up like this, okay? Let me show you really quickly. If you do not have enough loop bands, you don't have 2 loop bands to set them up like this, you can do it with 1, but let me show you, because we're gonna do an angled kickback. So good. So do it like this only if you do not have this set up. We're gonna do a second set like this later, but I wanna do both versions if you have 2 loop bands that you can combine. So if you don't, when we set up with the 2 in just a second, you're gonna set up like this, okay? And when we do our angled kickback, you're gonna be like this, all right? So if you have the combined setup, then come with me here. The combined setup, you're gonna take one of the loop bands, they'll combine together, right? Put it through your bottom leg, just under your knee, and we're gonna lay on our side. The top loop band, you're just gonna loop it kind of through the arch of your foot, okay? Now, I want your legs in front of you. The idea is to angle. So like roll your hips forward so that you are kicking up at an angle, working that glute. So I want you to get going and feel this out. Now, because of the 2 loop bands, I don't want to bring my legs really close together down here because it leaves my band slack. I want to keep the tension on the band. I don't even mind if you roll forward like this, okay? I want you to keep the tension on your band at this crazy angle, working that glute. We're gonna do 10, and then the reason I have you with this combined loop band will be really clear in just a second, okay? You should be feeling it here, okay? Press. You've got 10 starting now. 10, 9, 8, oh my gosh, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, here's the kicker, leave your legs straight, give me this weird angled little lift, okay? You got 10 seconds, 9, 8, oh my gosh, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Oh my gosh. Ah! Oh, that was so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, we're gonna move to the other side. Same thing, other side, all right? So we're gonna take the loop band off. That one, I gotta shake my legs out a bit. And then it goes just under your knee on the other side. Let's get ourselves set up. That was such a crazy glute burn. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm just gonna have to pat myself on the back on that one. Okay, bring it on down. Loop that other foot in there. And then remember, you wanna angle. So angle your hips, even angle your chest here. You're kicking up and out. Ready? Kick and kick. Keep the tension. Keep it nice and high. You can make other adjustments, like maybe you want the loop band above your knee down here. Maybe it stays better, whatever. You just need to hold it down here on the bottom. Give me that angle, kicking up. So we're gonna do 10, starting now. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, I am so shaky already. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave that leg straight. You're still at this weird angle. Give me little teeny lifts. All right. 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! All right. Bring those legs in. Shake them out. We're going to go to a single loop band. You can still use this setup if this is all you have. Just use one of the loop bands. You don't have to fiddle around. A little bit of give. And we're going to put it just above our knees and I'm gonna flip around to the other side, okay? All right, we're gonna do a clamshell, elevated feet, but I wanna start out without them elevated. So tuck your knees in just slightly, just so you're in a comfortable position here. You don't need to bring them clear up to your chest, all right? Keep your feet together. You're gonna give me a little outward push, okay? So you're pushing up and out. Change the angle of your legs. If you feel like you don't have much range of motion, you should be feeling it here. We're gonna do about 3. I just want you to get used to this motion. And then we're gonna quickly elevate our feet, and that's gonna really take this move to the next level. So give me 3, 2, last one, knees together, feet up, and you're doing the same move. Only now, the hinge, that is your feet, is above your knees. So keep that hinge nice and high. We're gonna do 10 big ones, 10 seconds of little pulses, and then we'll do the other side. Make it count, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave those knees out, little teeny pulses. Make sure you're pulsing in that same motion. That's your hinge. Push your knee open. You got 5 more seconds. 5, my legs won't work. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna bring it down. Okay, straighten those legs out. Most likely, we feel really fatigued and tight here. Good, you should be. We're gonna flip on over to the other side. You don't have to mess with your glute band. It's already where it needs to be. Oh, other side. Let's just get ourselves set up. Comfortable on your side. You can lie down like this if you'd prefer. And here we go. Kind of get used to the angle you're at. Make sure those feet and legs are in the right spot. We're gonna do 3 more, and then we're elevating our feet, okay? 3, 2, 1, knees together, feet up, and there we go. I want the big, full range of motion movement right now, focusing on pushing out. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave those knees wide. Give me those little teeny pulses. Still opening from the knee. Feet are together. 5 more seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that is that one. Bring it down, straighten your legs, give it a pat. So we're gonna end going back to our kickback. That was so good. I wanna do 1 more set. That's gonna be the end of class, all right? So get your double band set up. We're gonna go back to the other side. I'm gonna tell you a little secret on this other side. So slide that band through the leg that's gonna be on the bottom. It just needs to stay there. This is our final set of the day, one side and then the other. Just finish with me, all right? Okay, now, once you come down, the more you bring your knee up here out in front, because we're kicking that way, right? The harder it's gonna be. The more you bring your knee down here closer to this leg, the easier it's gonna be. So I'm gonna try to keep my knee up here as far as I can for this final set, right? So knee stays up here by the chest, and then you can kind of angle everything down. You ready? Got a spider just dropped from my ceiling, a little tiny one. Here we go. Press and press. Keep that knee up close to your chest. You can even bring this band above your knee if you'd like, okay? If it stays better, if you feel like you've got more tension. We're gonna do 10 presses, 10 lifts, Make them count. Keep the tension on that band. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Get that angle. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten your leg. Give me those little lifts. We're still at this crazy angle, okay? Little lifts for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Holy moly. All right, let's get that other side done. And be done. Be done with leg day. Okay. You guys know by now how to set it up here on this other side. Oh, see if I can get myself down here. Oh, all the way down. I'm going to bring this bottom knee up. Loop this guy here. Okay, now I want to angle my hips and my chest to the ground so I can hit this angle, right? Ready? Let's go. Kick. It's already hard. All right, are we ready? We're in the home stretch. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it straight. Give me those little lifts. Make sure you're at that crazy angle. Your hips are rolled forward, so is your chest. Here we go. Should I start counting? You're like, you haven't started counting yet? No, I'm going to count now. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, and there we go. Bend that knee. You made it. We're done. Take those feet out of your loop bands. Let's take just a second to hug our knees to our chest. That was a lot of heavy lifting today. Hug those knees into your chest. Circle out your ankles. Hold on to one. We're going to make this quick. Bring it across slightly. Just kind of stretch out that glute. Other side. Stretch it out. We're going to rock and roll up to a seated position. If you have to go, let me know if you completed this workout. I want you to look straight down. Let your hands just drape on the back of your head. Relax your neck. Holding those heavy weights, it can be tough on the neck and shoulders. And then we're just going to take it to a side. I'm going to make this kind of quick, but relax this arm and just put some weight on your head. You can kind of figure out the angle that you're feeling the most tight. I'm kind of on the back side of my neck, so I'm going to go with this angle. And then we'll do the other side. And we'll come back to start. Do a quick little stretch for our hands. Let me know if you completed this workout. Tomorrow is an upper body strength day. We're going to do heavy lifting again tomorrow. And then I've got to look ahead to next week and see if we want to continue doing our workouts at 7 or if we want to bump it back to 6:30 for next week. I've already heard from a few people that cannot do 7, so we'll see. But if you have an opinion about that, I'll be asking on Instagram, or you can tell me here tomorrow as well. For next week, would you rather do 7 a.m. or 6:30 a.m.? Those are the only 2 options I'm giving you. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for our heavy strength upper body day.